Ba ba da ba. Decorations are still up. It's the morning after. I'm very sad because we can't take like 90% of it. We'll only take the bouquet that Matthew got separately and then the box of flowers, which is sweet because I think basically what they do is they cut off the heads of like all the flowers they use and put it in one box so you can keep it. But it's kind of a waste. I saw somebody like donate their wedding flowers by going to like a cemetery and putting flowers on everybody's grave, which I thought was sweet.
Yeah,
But
it's kind of weird.
Well, that's weird.
It's kind of weird.
But they're putting the flowers to good use. I don't want to throw these away.
I understand the sentiment, but I think it's a little weird.
Okay, Matthew's a
Like, just be putting flowers on
hater.
strangers, right?
Matthew, it's respectful.
That's kind of weird.
Anyways, I have to pack. Matthew woke up so early and started packing, so now he's on my ass to pack. But before we do, I thought I'd do a what's in my bag. So this has been like my bag of choice while I've been in Korea so far because it's one of my bigger bags. I literally have like no big bags, but this trip I only brought 4 bags with me. I brought my Birkin 25, I brought my new Kelly 25, and then I brought my DJoy and my Prada nylon for my casual bag. So I did not bring too many, but I mean, I don't think you really need that many bags. Also, perhaps I might buy a new bag, but let's just see what's going on in here because she's actually pretty heavy. So first things first, my wallet of choice is my Chanel flap card holder. Of course, I had to switch it out for a white one because I wanted it to match the Kelly because I'm hoping to wear the Kelly a lot more. But at the same time, the Kelly is like significantly smaller than my Birkin, I feel like. So we'll have to see kind of like what I need to bring throughout the day. This is the room card, Signiel. Very cool. It says like green stay, so maybe they've used wood to be more sustainable. Of course, have my portable battery. I also have like the Apple official one, but that one is like pretty bad. This one's really nice. My friend gave it to Matthew as a birthday gift, and so we use this for travel pretty often. I see this on TikTok a lot actually, but it has like this nice little flap thing that you can take off and like use as a stand, like so. So if you're using it on the airplane or whatever, you can like put it up. Very convenient, and the charge is pretty good. Next up, my compact Christian Dior. I mainly just carry this for aesthetics, I feel like, but I actually prefer the Chanel one that I got recently. But this one's nice still, and I rarely touch up like in the middle of the day, I feel like. I have my headphones. These ones, I prefer the Beats ones because I do have AirPods, but they fall out of my ears very easily. So this one has like the curve because I think they're a little bit more sporty. So these ones fit my ears very well. Tissues, never know when you need them. This one is our Wi-Fi egg. So I need to go get like a new SIM card for to use in Korea, but for now we're just using our little Wi-Fi egg. I have this. This is also a phone stand just in case I want to like use my phone to film something stationary. Basically, it like flips out like this. I feel like I've also seen this on TikTok, but all these things I bought independently. I've ever seen them on TikTok, and I just started seeing them afterwards. This is actually really nice because it's like super easy to prop your phone up, even if you want to watch videos or if you want to film like a TikTok. Very convenient. I have my clippy clip, though barely I have any hair left, so I don't really use that right now. I have my 2 lippies. This is my like favorite Chanel lipstick of all time. This one is 82 Live. It's just like these ones, the Cocoa, what are these? Cocoa Flash. They're like so hydrating. And so this one's like a really pretty pink that's not too light. And then this one is my favorite Dior lipstick that comes in this like refillable case because to be honest, I really like the Dior like lip balms, or sorry, the lip glosses more, the ones that are either like plumping or non-plumping. I love Dior lip glosses, but the ones that come in these like packs are like legitimate lipsticks. So they're a little bit more matte finish, a little bit more pigmented. So I don't use them as frequently, but I think that the cases are so, I have like literally so many of these changeable cases because I just think that they're so cute. But yeah, love, love, love. And then I have my hand cream. I'm like a huge hand cream person, so I always need hand cream. This one, I really like the smell of it because it's supposed to just smell like the perfume, but Matthew said I smelled like a man, but he also said it smelled good, so I don't know. And then lastly, receipt from the bank. This is this is my stylist from Jennie House. So Jennie House is the place that I went to yesterday for my hair and makeup. They're so good. A lot of celebrities come through to them, like a lot of, I think maybe mainly or maybe more mainly actors and actresses will come through, but a lot of K-pop groups will also come through as well. So like at the kind of like mirror and station that I was getting my makeup done, they have like a bunch of celebrity photos of like who they've done and stuff. And then this was specifically my hairstylist, Soyi. She was so nice and so sweet. She really did a good job with my hair because I was like a little freaking out because my hair, like I didn't really like the hairstyle that I come out with the first day I'd come with Korea, but she did her best in kind of curling it to the best of her abilities and making it voluminous. So she was really nice. So if you ever are in the need of a hairstylist, or like they do everything, they do nails, they do hair dyeing, hair cutting, styling, makeup, like literally the whole shebang. So if you are ever in need of that kind of service, definitely check out Jennie House. I think the total cost of my stuff was around $200 maybe for both hair and makeup. And then lastly, I just carried cash in an envelope. I don't know if that's sketchy, but this is just Korean cash in case I need it. But yeah, that is all that's in my bag. I'm thinking as I check out of the hotel, I'll still use my Birkin, but then as soon as I start to go out again and we get settled, I will start to move things into my Kelly. So don't think all of this is going to fit in the Kelly, but I'll probably just bring the essentials like my charger, wallet, lipstick stuff. So yeah, I'm going to start packing the rest of my stuff. And then we're going to get coffee and a bite to eat, check out of the hotel, and then we're going right to the skin appointment. So, oh, messy. All right. skin looks like kind of more like 매끈해. Kind of like shiny or like boil. First big purchase of Korea. I've been thinking about this ring for a while. It was on my Korea wish list. Success. Now we've done all of our skincare treatments. I think I'm actually gonna go back to the clinic to do some other things. They're very nice. And now we're gonna go pick up our stuff from Signiel and head over to our Airbnb. Back from our dinner plans today. We didn't have that busy of a day today. What did we do? We went to the skin clinic, which was great. We did a little bit of shopping, also great. We moved to our Airbnb, which is cute, quaint, and clean. And then we had dinner with Matthew's family, and now we're back. It's pretty early. It's like only about 9 p.m. right now, but we're going to get something called 건강검진 in Korea tomorrow morning. So basically, Korea has really good like preventative health measures. So a lot of people will do this thing yearly where they do like every single test under the sun basically to just make sure that you're healthy. So they do like blood tests, they do like endoscopy, they do ultrasounds of your stomach and heart, and then they do like specialized for women. They'll like check your ovaries, they'll check like do the mammogram or like whatever, like they do like everything. And so usually if you're Korean and you can speak Korean, it's fairly affordable. I think it's like maybe around like $400-ish. Foreigners might be a little bit more expensive, so they provide like the English service. I usually go to a hospital that's close to my house, but this time I'm trying out a new hospital, which actually it's the hospital I was born at, so I haven't been there since I was born there. But basically they are like a university hospital kind of, and they're pretty popular amongst like foreigners to go and get this kind of service, and it's definitely a lot more expensive than the one that I normally go to. So I'm really curious to see if the service or anything is different, or if they do like more tests or anything. I don't think it should be that different, but I think the cost this time around, we were lucky because we know someone there, so we were able to get some kind of discount, but it was probably closer to like $800 or more per person. So it was like maybe twice as expensive or even more if you don't have the kind of like employee discount or whatever. So we have that super early tomorrow morning, 7:30, and because we're both getting an endoscopy, we cannot eat anymore right now. So I'm super sad because actually since Korea, I haven't had any like snacks in Korea. I've been like running around so busy, obviously because of the proposal and everything. So I've mainly been focusing on beauty and everything. Also, I'm not wearing my ring because I'm kind of scared it will slip off when I sleep. I'm not used to it yet, so I'll probably wait until I get home where I know it's like a safe space to wear my ring a little bit more constantly. But I did wear it out all day today. I just don't wear it when I sleep. The entire health checkup thing will probably take around 3 hours, I think. And we have to go under like anesthesia, like we go to sleep, during the endoscopy. And so when we wake up, we'll probably be a little bit groggy. And so we might just go straight back home and rest for a little bit. And if I'm feeling good tomorrow, like after the whole procedure, since like we have nothing planned, I might go and check out some of the like really nice flagship stores that Korea has in a neighborhood called like Cheongdam. That's where a lot of the really big like standalone flagship stores are. But only if I'm feeling good. If not, I might just go to Gangnam area and just check out some of like the more local stores. I have to go to Olive Young and pick things up for my friends and get some stuff myself as well. So yeah, that is the plan. I think I'm going to end it for tonight, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
You went in way.
Just finished our 건강검진. I was out. It felt weird. I closed my eyes to do general anesthesia. When I opened them up, I thought I was in the same place. I was very confused. And now we're here to eat chuk. Food coupon. So they recommend eating like soup after getting an endoscopy because obviously your throat is a little bit strange. So we're gonna just get chuk, which is just like kind of like a warm rice stew, and then we're gonna have that for our lunch and maybe get something else after. But we feel pretty good. Like I don't really feel tired. So we're back from our 건강검진 and everything seemed fine. We get our results 1 week after we do the exam, so a week from today will be next Thursday, and then we have to go back to the hospital, and then they kind of give us like a consultation on our results and anything they recommend that we do or any follow-up things like that. So that will be scheduled for next Thursday, but other than that, it was like very fine. I think the entire thing took maybe 3-ish hours or a little bit less. The regular exams like your blood and your eye and your hearing and like ultrasound and x-rays and all that stuff, that takes pretty quick. And then depending on the person, it takes a little bit longer for you to like wake up from general anesthesia. So for me, I took longer than Matthew, but I was also like out. So I think in total I was maybe asleep for a little bit over 30 minutes for that. But it's literally like, okay, lay on your side, and then they put in like the little breathing thing, and then they put in the whatever, the medicine that goes into your arm. And then I literally like closed my eyes, and then when I reopened them, I was like in a new location on my back, and I was like, and people say you're supposed to feel like super well rested after general anesthesia, and I think I feel pretty well rested. I thought I was gonna be a little groggy after the whole procedure, especially since they woke up in the morning, but we were totally fine. They gave us like free like chuk, like a rice porridge afterwards. We ate that, and then it was okay. So then afterwards we went to go eat jjajangmyeon and 탕수육, which is like black bean noodles and fried pork in sweet and sour sauce. That is like a Chinese Korean fusion food that I literally love. The place I went to was okay. I honestly prefer the ones that you like kind of order to your house. Like that one is much better for me. But we're now getting ready to go out again since we don't have any plans. We thought that we were going to be kind of out for most of the day, but we actually feel really good. So I think we're going to go to Cheongdam, which is where all like the big flagship stores for luxury goods are. I'm hoping to be able to go to the Hermes cafe because they have a really cute one at the Hermes flagship store. I don't know if I can actually shop at the store without an appointment, but we'll see. And before we go, now that I'm all ready, I did want to show a couple of purchases that I've made so far. And like, I think as I buy things, I'll just like do my little unboxings day of, because I think I might want to wear some of the things. And sorry if it looks like I'm kind of naked, but this dress is super cute. This is from Reformation. It's just a strapless yellow dress. I'll give you a better look later. And one more thing before I start the unboxing is I actually like my hair a little bit more. When I first got it, I really did not like it. I felt like there were way too many layers in my hair, and even my hairstylist that did my hair when I was getting ready for my proposal said that there's probably too many layers in my hair. But I actually realized I forgot my hair curler in America, and that's like my favorite hair curler. Everyone in Korea always compliments me on like how well curled my hair is because of that, but I forgot it. And so the only other option is to buy a new hair curler here, but the ones that they mainly sell here are like the ones where it's like a barrel with the little tong thing, and you have to like actually kind of be good at hairstyling, which I'm not. So I don't know if I want to buy one of those, but actually because of the layered cut, it actually looks like pretty good just straight. Like it's kind of like, it looks a little bit messy. Maybe I'll straighten it a little bit, but it's not too bad. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what I do. Okay, let's go to the unboxing. So maybe we'll start with the most exciting one first. So I went to Chaumet yesterday. There are no Chaumets like anywhere near me in California. And so I've been thinking about this ring for like a long time. It's not something that I like
was like dying to get, I would have to say, but definitely after getting my ring, I have been looking for more white gold pieces to pair with it. So I just happened to like pass by the Chaumet as I was walking somewhere else, and I was like, okay, let me just stop by and see what they have. And I ended up getting something. And I'm pretty sure I had mentioned this in my Korea wish list. I think. I don't really remember, but I have mentioned this a couple of times on my channel already. So here she is, very prettily packaged in the very classic Chaumet box. So, their boxes are so pretty. Honestly, like the overall brand of Chaumet, like I'm not a huge fan of. I think like the pearl mixed with the diamond, like it's like kind of like over the top, which is not my personal style. So a lot of the Chaumet pieces I'm not like a huge in love with, but this one is a very basic daily wear piece. So you open her up and this pops out, and then their beautiful box. Oh my gosh. I love boxes that open up like a little, you know, a little booklet or a little present. Both Chaumet and like Harry Winston have those types of boxes. So let's open her up. Okay, I hope it's coming out on camera well enough. Let me just adjust the lighting really quick. Here she is. This is the Be My Love ring. This is in the thinnest size possible, and this is the just plain white gold version. So on screen I'll pop up some of the other rings that I tried. I was mainly interested in just the Be My Love ring. I was mainly interested in just the white gold because that's the one that I've been looking at for quite some time now. So I did try on this one that I got, which is the plain one. I tried the one with alternating diamonds on it, or maybe it has like 6 diamonds, I don't remember. And then I tried the all pave one. And then in the very beginning, the sales associate also brought me the thicker version. And the thicker version, you can get like 3 diamonds right next to each other. But I personally like really dainty things, so I just got the smallest version. And originally, I did want the one that had the alternating diamonds on it. But if you actually put it on, because you see how like the cutting kind of lightens some of the hexagons and then darkens some of the hexagons, when you actually tried on this versus the one with alternating diamonds, you really cannot tell the difference. And personally for me, I do feel like diamonds pop a little bit more when they're against like a gold color, like a rose gold or a yellow gold. So for me, the one with alternating diamonds was like almost 3 times the price as the one without, and I just felt like it was not worth it because it was really not noticeable in comparison. But let me put her on. And look how she shimmers. And so this is like right up my alley because, as you guys know, I really like guilloche. So I mean, this is guilloche, which means it's like cut by metal. So it's like these like little faceted cut by a machine that makes it really beautiful and like shimmers in the light. So obviously there's no gemstones on my guilloche from Van Cleef. There's no gemstones on my ring from Chaumet. But because of the way that it's cut, like in kind of like geometric shapes, you can really still see that glitter of light, which I really like because at a more affordable cost, but you're still getting like that shimmer of diamonds. And I always get asked questions about this ring here. Full focus. I always get questions about this ring here, which is a little bit kind of reminiscent of the Chaumet one, but you can see that there's like tiny little guilloche circles cut into the ring. Yeah, you can see that there's like little guilloches cut in the ring, and I usually wear it on this finger, and everyone's always like, oh my god, where did you get this? This is from a small jewelry company in Korea. I believe their name is called De Roy, and unfortunately you can only get it in Korea, and you can only really order it online, so you'll kind of need like a Korean credit card, and or at least like the means to be able to order it online. And so I'm really sorry for a lot of you who have always asked me where I can get this ring, or where you can get this ring, because yeah, unfortunately can't get it in America. But if you are in Korea and you are capable of being able to order it online, you can just neighbor search DEROI, and they have a lot of cute, very affordable gold jewelry pieces, and that ring is definitely one of my favorites. But anyways, of course, because I now am a white gold girly because of my new ring, I wanted to get something to pair with it. I do think that it would be nice to also have something pave on my index finger to pair with this, because as you can see, when you have a lot of diamonds set in the white gold, like it's a much more strong white, whereas if you look at just white gold by itself, it's a little bit more like metallic colored. So sometimes I feel like the color difference is a little bit noticeable, and I'm like, does that look weird? I think it's fine though, because as you can see, like the way that the light just like reflects off the white gold does make it look quite white. So I do think that this was like the probably perfect pairing of a white gold ring that I could have bought. And the really great thing about the Chaumet Be My Love line is that they're all stackable. So I also did try stacking this against a rose gold one with alternating diamonds, the same thickness. And because this hand, I'm still going to probably keep pretty much rose gold just because I really love rose gold, and there's no point in like putting away my rose gold pieces just because I'm engaged. And so having that stackability feature, whether or not you like yellow gold or rose gold, or like even if you want more white gold pieces, you can all stack them on top of each other. It's really nice because it gives you the ability to mix and match metals a lot better, because it's like a bit of a transitional piece, and it also looked really good stacked against my Cartier Love. So I think that the next piece, if I were to get one from Chaumet, would be another Be My Love ring, but in the rose gold with alternating diamonds. It was so cute. So anyways, again, love this super luxe packaging. And I'm really excited to finally add a piece from Chaumet. I don't have anything from there yet, and the people inside were so lovely. I was in a little bit of a rush just because, and I knew exactly what I wanted, so I'm a little sad that I didn't get to try some of their other classic pieces like the Josephine and like some of their necklaces and earrings, but I might go back just to try. I might as well, since I'm in Korea and it's kind of the land of luxury shopping. But let me know what you guys think, if you like this pairing. I think honestly it is just so chic and so cute. So next up is something from Thom Browne. This is a well-loved company / brand that is really popular in Korea. Of course, it's quite popular in America, probably really popular in New York, since I believe that's where the brand is from. But a lot of their pieces are pretty minimalistic, like they're quite basic, but they still have the very classic like 3-strip design. They have very cute designs as well. Like recently they had a dachshund collection where they had a bunch of cute little dachshunds running around, and I do love like this little red, white, and blue theme that they have going on. So super cute. This one actually I bought the day before I left for Korea. I just happened to pass by the store because I was on my way to Zimmerman, and in San Francisco there is like a line of streets that have like kind of nice-ish clothing items that is away from Union Square. So they have like Zimmerman, they have like Anne Fontaine or something, they have Thom Browne. So this is my first time going to the Thom Browne store in San Francisco, and I was going with a friend and we both found pieces that we liked. So we ended up purchasing a couple things, and of course I had no time to unbox them, so I just kind of like hurriedly threw them into my suitcase like so. So this is what I got. Once again, some really cute packaging from Thom Browne. Let's open her up. Da-da-da. Really cute packaging inside, and their stickers are like made of the fabric tag that they actually use on like their box and some of their clothing. So again, really high quality. And what I ended up getting is a couple set for me and Matthew to wear while I'm in Korea. Honestly, I didn't think I was gonna get anything particularly from Thom Browne because I have some things already, but then these pieces were actually super affordable because they were just like randomly on sale, and the essay was so nice. So I just feel like I had to get something. So the one thing that I got for myself is this adorable little gray sleeveless vest. It is a knit material, which I love knit material, but it's actually still very cooling because you can see that the knit patterning has a little bit of like ventilation into it. It has this cute little button detailing on the shoulder here. I'll probably button it all the way up, but I think it's also cute if you wanted to leave it unbuttoned and have a little bit more of a relaxed fit against your neck. They have the very classic tag that a lot of their clothing pieces have on the back. And then lastly, this design feature is also very commonly found on a lot of their pieces, where they have this really cute ribboning of their classic red, white, and blue stripe. And then these buttons can be unbuttoned for a little bit of a more relaxed fit on your waist, or if you like that fitted look, I just end up usually buttoning like at least 2 or if not all 3 buttons. So this was super cute. This is like the last one they had in their store, and it was on sale, so I think I got it for like $400. Normally it's like closer to $650 or $700, so really great deal. And then because I ended up getting this, I didn't want to, you know, not include a Matthew, so I asked if they have any men's items that were also in a similar shade of gray, and they had a couple that I thought would be perfect for our time in Korea because it's honestly so hot. So I found this shirt. So this one is just a very plain gray t-shirt. It's pretty plain. The fabric though feels like that kind of like cooling fabric, if you know what I mean. It's not like just cotton. It's made of like a little bit more of a polo material maybe. And then it does have this really minimalistic and cute four stripes. I thought it was 3 stripes always. 4-strip design that Thom Browne is famous for. And it also has this very cute tag that is also found on a lot of their clothing items. And I always find it funny because it does tell you like your clothing size on the tag. So if you're a little bit like, oh, I don't want people to know what size I wear, maybe Thom Browne isn't for you, but they always like on these types that like their button-down shirts or a lot of their t-shirts, they do have this tag and it does tell you the size. But it doesn't say like small, medium, or large. It says like in there, you know, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is, I got like one of the largest sizes for Matthew, so he can wear it very comfortably in Korea and it should be very cooling. So I think it'll be so cute when we go out and match like this. I'm a little bit of a lighter gray, but couple clothing items are very, very hot in Korea. And so I wanted to make sure that we had one to wear together while we're here. Okay, and then the very last things I want to show you before we head out are the skincare products that I've bought so far. So of course, my favorite Korean skincare brand is Sulwhasoo. So I just picked up a couple of items to restock because I'm running so low. So the number one thing is I got their essence, but they also sell this like set. So this is called like my first Sulwhasoo set. So it does include like the full size essence that I was originally going to buy, but then it also does include a couple of extras that are great for travel. So it also included this tiny little, I think it's like a ginseng cream, and then also their facial cleanser, which I absolutely love. I still need to go pick up some more of their facial cleanser so I can have a huge stock when I go back. But this serum I really, really love, and I mean, my skin is relatively good. I was very blessed to be born with some pretty clear skin, but at the same time, I do really feel like these Sulwhasoo products are great at maintaining my clear skin because I rarely have breakouts ever since I started using these products. And so this is what their serum looks like. It's kind of like a little bit of an orangey tint color to it. And it's really, really great for locking in that moisture in your skin. So I highly recommend you try it. And especially if you've never tried any of these Sulwhasoo products to begin with, I would definitely recommend trying to get one of like their starter sets. I do believe they also sell the starter sets in America as well. It might be a little bit different than this one, but I really, really do think like these products have been game-changing for me. The second thing is their cream that I always use. So this is just their regular Sulwhasoo Essential Firming Cream. This is just like my regular facial moisturizer that I always go to. It's just like a regular, like thick-ish cream. It doesn't have too much of a smell, which I like, and it just goes on really well, like really smoothly onto my skin, and it absorbs really quickly as well because I don't like it when I kind of feel like the leftover residual cream on my skin if it's not like absorbing very quickly. And so I do find like this is quite light, but at the same time, very moisturizing. And then the last thing that I got is something new to me. And this is a new line that Sulwhasoo recently released as well. So this is called the Ultimate SI Cream. And this one was quite expensive. I think it was close-ish to $300. I don't exactly remember. I don't know why eye creams are always so expensive, but the only like skin kind of concerns that I have are, number one, my dark circles and fine lines around my eyes, and I have a couple other concerns that I do still kind of want to address while I'm in Korea, but definitely number one is like the fine lines under my eyes plus the dark circles. Dark circles are there because I don't sleep, so that's entirely my fault. Fine lines are there because I rub my eyes a lot, so also my fault. And I know that buying a cream or getting like skincare treatments is not going to solve the problem because the problem obviously lies within myself, and the problem also lies in the way that I probably eat. So I would definitely say that while I'm still showing these skincare products that I love, the number one thing that I must recommend is to have a healthy diet and to sleep a lot and to try to touch your face as little as possible, because that is going to be what's really going to make a lot of difference in your skin in terms of your face. But, you know, the damage has been done on my face, so I am still going to be looking for things that can somewhat help alleviate the problem. And not only do I have fine lines and dark circles, but actually like the skin around my eyes is very, very sensitive, so it gets dry really quickly. I'm not really sure if it's eczema or not, since I don't go to the dermatologist that often, but especially after flights, or if I'm in an area that's just particularly dry, I will get like these dry patches like on the kind of like inner corners of my eye, and they take a really long time to go away. So I'm always on the lookout for a really, really nice moisturizing cream that is specific to the eyes that can just like help maintain my, you know, really moisturized appearance, especially in my eye area. So this one is so cute. So this is their brand new eye cream. I've never tried it before since it just came out, but it's in this really cute kind of like Korean pot looking thing. It comes with a little scooper to help you, you know, not touch your hands into the cream, but this looks like a really, really thick cream. And when I was looking on the specs on the website, like it had amazing, like, oh my God, this is amazing. And, you know, take those with a grain of salt because I wasn't there doing the research and I don't exactly know how they came to those conclusions, but I will just throw up on the screen like what they were saying. So I'm going to be using this during my time in Korea. And so probably at the end, I'll just let you know if I thought it was worth it, because obviously this is a quite expensive cream and I don't want anyone to go out and buy it unless it's something that I actually truly recommend. So I'm really excited to use it though, because it does seem like it will be really, really moisturizing. It's so thick. Okay, and that concludes my unboxing portion of this little mini segment. I also wanted to slightly show you kind of what my skin is looking like right now. Obviously I have makeup, so I do want to just have a couple of comments on what I actually did at the dermatology clinic yesterday. So I went in and it was very funny because when I made the reservation, they had said that like English is totally fine, and specifically because Matthew came with me, I thought it would be great if we could just get the consultation in English so that there was like no confusion. Obviously anything that you're doing like medical to yourself, whether it be like not that invasive lasers or something that is invasive like Botox or whatever, it's always important that you like completely understand the risks and everything. And so for me, like I'm not like a native Korean speaker, and so I would also prefer the consultation to be in English, even if I can like understand a lot of it in Korean. So, you know, I made all the reservations, and when I talked to the people on Kakao Talk, the clinic was called Abijou. They were like totally fine. We spoke in English and we're like, okay, make this appointment at this time with the American/English consultation. So then we go in, and then I don't even think they like looked for my reservation. They were just like, oh, can you start filling this out because you're a new patient? So we're writing down the forms. And then I was like, okay, well, we made this reservation at 12 with the English consultation. Like, is that still happening? And they're like, oh, we don't have anyone that speaks English here. I don't know if it's like we never had anyone that speaks English there. Like, I don't think that's the case, or if they just like forgot that I had requested that. But they were like, is it okay if we did it in Korean? And I was like, okay, it's probably fine. Like, I still can understand it well enough. So we go into the consultation, and they do me first, and I was like, okay, they're like, what'd you come here for? And this clinic doesn't do like the full facial scans that maybe you've seen on TikTok. So there's a couple of other clinics that I might check out that do the full facial scan that show you like really close-up images of your face. This one didn't. This person was just like, okay, what are your concerns? And so for me, I was like, okay, I'm a little concerned about hyperpigmentation. I'm a little concerned about dark circles. And so then she kind of went into what she recommended. And so there were like 3 things like mainly that she recommended. First of all, she was like, your skin is not that bad, first of all. So, you know, there's not like too many things that I would recommend for you. The number one thing is I did really want to do an aqua peel. So that's kind of like where they do that little vacuum suctioning thing in your face and they can kind of clean your pores out. And they also have this special where they do it with like a cooling pack or gel or something like that. So that was number one. And then she said in terms of like actual procedures that I could do, there was one laser and one kind of like shot procedure that she recommended. The only thing that I did preface at the appointment was that I actually have a photo shoot on Friday just for me. And when I was preparing to do that, and when I was like going through all the documents to sign up for that, the people were like, because I have to do hair and makeup there as well, they were like, okay, if you want to do makeup, it's not recommended that you do a laser treatment that week because your skin can dry out a lot when you do laser. And so I was like a little bit wary of actually even doing any like major procedure when I went to the clinic yesterday because I had that photo shoot coming out. So then I was like, okay, on Friday I have to do this thing, so I don't want anything that's going to like leave marks or it's going to dry out my skin or whatever. And so the consultation person was like, okay, well, with any laser there is a possibility of your skin drying out because it is like heat being applied to your face. And then of course she was like, there are some like shots or like injections that I might recommend for you, but that would obviously not kind of like settle down until Friday, so we'll probably just like put those on the side. So the one laser that she recommended to me, and It might have been also because it was like one of the most expensive ones, was something called a titanium laser. So I believe like the machine they use is called like the Soprano titanium laser. And this one was actually a laser designed for hair removal. So I don't know exactly like how they made the transition from like hair laser removal, because you can still use that machine to do hair laser removal, to skincare treatment. Not really sure there, but the benefits to this particular laser treatment was that, number one, like no downtime. Like your skin is not going to, I mean, your skin might get a little bit red, but it's supposed to like calm down pretty much within hours. You're supposed to have very little dryness, and the major things that it helps with will be brightening, tightening, and then also like kind of generally if you are concerned about like uneven discoloration on your skin, like it's supposed to fix that. And the way that it works is that it's like a pretty powerful laser that kind of penetrates deeper into your skin than a lot of other classical lasers that are used. And it's supposed to obviously promote collagen, like all the other safe stuff that is like very specific to lasers, like also applies to that. But the main thing was is like it penetrates deeper. And so you're supposed to, with less laser treatments, be able to see the effects much more quickly. And so obviously for me, I can't stay in Korea for very long. I'm not going to be here for like an extended period of time where I can keep going back and get multiple treatments for something. And so she was basically saying that if you're really only wanting to come to this clinic just one time, this is probably going to be your best bet to actually see something happening. Because for me, I was like concerned about a little bit of discoloration and my asthma that I was experiencing. Like I have a couple sunspots. I have some like dark spots generally because I'm not very good at wearing sunscreen, which I'm trying to change. And so a lot of the times people will do like several sessions of picotoning, which is supposed to help a lot with kind of like evening your skin texture and color. But obviously I can't come back to the clinic like 10 times. And so eventually she was showing me some before and afters, and I was like, oh my God, these people's faces look great and stuff. And I'm typically the type of person who wants to do their own research beforehand, before deciding on something, because I've never heard of this titanium laser. But I was like, you know what? I'm in Korea, like, this is actually like, and I did a little bit of research at the clinic while I was getting the consultation. Like this is the laser treatment that is like super hot among celebrities right now. So this laser, titanium laser, and then the Rejuven Health, which is like an injection into your skin. Like those two are probably the hottest treatments in Korea right now among celebrities, where you're supposed to get like really quick results with like no downtime, and also a little bit of less time so you have to go into the clinic to see results. So then I was like, okay, I've never done a skin treatment ever, so like this will be my first time. Let's just like go for one that seems like it would actually help me in a short amount of time, especially because the consultation lady was also like, well, if you have a photo shoot on Friday, like this is gonna actually make your skin look really good for that. So I was like, whatever, like I'm in Korea, let me just try it out, because like obviously you don't know if you don't try it out. I do think that the recommended amount of times that you do this is about 3 times. So I only did it once, and I think I'm only going to do it once. But after that, like 3-time session, you really only need to do it like 1 or 2 times a year to keep up the results. So I am going to keep you guys updated on how it looks. But this is 1 day post, and obviously I do have makeup, but I had no downtime. Like my skin cheekbones were a little bit red, but that pretty much went away after a couple hours. And I don't know if I see like that much of a difference, but I do think like my skin looks really good right now. And it was actually really funny because while I was getting the laser treatment, one of the nurses came over and asked me, how do I do my skincare at home, because my skin looks so good. And I was like, should I even be here like getting a skin treatment if like the people who work at the dermatology clinic are asking me for advice? Because I don't do anything to my, like I don't really have skincare. Like I don't have like a routine necessarily. Like I wash my face, I cleanse my face, and then I put on a lotion, and that's about it. So I thought that was really funny. But yeah, like I said, there's absolutely no downtime, which is the number one thing that I cared about since I had that photo shoot on Friday. And then generally the main thing that you're supposed to be able to see like right away is kind of like a slimming of the face. I don't have like that much fat on my face. I don't know if it's like super noticeable, or maybe it takes like a couple more days to take it into effect. But basically you're supposed to see kind of like a brightening of your skin tone. You're supposed to see a little bit of like a slimming of the jawline here, and then also some like evening on the facial portions that you got the laser from. So yeah, it might not be enough time has passed for me to like fully realize those effects, but I mean, I'm happy with the way that I look right now. I don't know if it's necessarily different. I can't really tell. And then to speak a little bit more on the actual details of the procedure, this was my very first time getting any laser procedure done in Korea. And I was honestly a little shocked because it hurt a decent amount. So basically what happened was I went in, like when it was my turn, I went and laid down on like this little bed, and they're very like efficient. There's like a bunch of cubicles where a lot of girls are obviously like doing their thing. And they first put numbing cream on my face. They put the numbing cream on my face for about 20 minutes, I think. And then afterwards, they started on doing the titanium laser. And so the doctor was like, okay, have you ever done laser before? I said, no. He's like, okay, so you've never done this particular laser in particular? I was like, of course, no. And he's like, okay, well, I just want to warn you that in the beginning, it might feel like totally fine, but you're going to really quickly feel like this heat buildup as I keep moving the laser around on your skin. And I was like, okay, sure. He's like, okay, if it ever hurts too much, just like raise your hand or tell me, and then we can just like take a quick break and then we'll continue. So then I was like, okay, sounds good. So they put this gel on my face, and then they're starting to move the laser around, and they pretty much like alternate on the sides of your face, so it gives your face a little bit of time to cool down. And the other important thing that he said was that if it hurts, that means it's like working well. Like this is the type of laser where if you do it too lightly, you're not going to see effects. Like you're going to need to kind of like hold in the pain a little bit, and then that's when you're going to see the results. So I was like, okay, I have like a decently high pain tolerance, I think. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try my best. So he starts going, and I'm like, okay, this feels fine. And then like the heat builds up. Like it is like burning on my skin, and specifically like they kind of do like a circular motion almost on my cheek, and especially on my cheekbones. Maybe it's because it's like really close to bone. It burned so much. I was trying to hold it in so hard, but eventually I was like, oh my god, that's way too hot. And so basically when you say it's like ouch or it's too hot, they switch to this other side of your face, or they just like give you like 10 seconds to cool, because as soon as they remove the laser, your skin cools really quickly. So as long as they're like kind of building it up, and then they stop for a little bit and then they keep building it up. But I was like, oh my god, it's like, I thought that my pain tolerance was just so low because it was the first time I'd ever done a laser treatment. But at the end, when it was all said and done, the doctor was like, oh wow, like you did really well for your first time, because oftentimes a lot of patients will like move because it hurts, or they'll cry because it hurts. I was just like, ouch, like kind of like that. And then he'd be like doing the thing. But the entire time the doctor was very kind, just talked about like other random stuff as he was doing it. And the major focus points for the laser are this cheekbone area. So like basically all along here, so your jawline and then your cheeks and just like this area here. Didn't do any of my forehead or my nose or around my mouth. And then also a lot of laser went here because some girls are concerned about their kind of jawline. So I know that some girls have a little bit of like that buildup of fat here where you might get that double chin. This laser is also supposed to help really tighten the jawline so you don't get that anymore. Personally for me, I've never had an issue with like a double chin or having saggy skin in this area. So I did it just because they recommended it, but I don't know if it was necessarily necessary or if I'll really see any major effects because I didn't have a problem to begin with. But this area, especially kind of like here in this point, it did hurt quite a bit when they were doing that as well. But said and done, was fine. And then right after the titanium laser, they followed it up with this other laser called LDM laser that they do for as like a service. So they do this one for free. It's probably supposed to be like great synergy with these two lasers together. They use like different types of lasers, and the depth of which the laser penetrates your skin is different. So the LDM laser was super relaxing. It's just kind of like this warm thing that they rub all around your face. So this time they did the entirety of my face, like every single portion of my face got a little bit of rub from the LDM laser. And that was like really relaxing. The one thing that I didn't get to do was actually the aqua peel, which I think I will go back before I leave back to the United States, because I do want to try the aqua peel. I do feel like I have like some blackheads in my nose that I'd love to get rid of. And then also I might just ask again if there's any other laser treatments they recommend for a little bit more of the discoloration that I have concerns about, or like the little, like these dark little freckles that I'm getting on my skin. So because I think that this laser that I did, the titanium laser, is a little bit more for like brightening and tightening. Like it's like super great for tightening, but honestly, like I didn't really need the tightening, I think. But I was more interested in like the brightening and like the evening out the skin tone. So I will probably try out a new clinic just because I'm curious to see how they differ. And the one thing that I will say is that I personally look for clinics that are not necessarily foreigner friendly. Like, I avoid the clinics that are on TikTok just because I have heard some bad stories like online about how they treat foreigners differently, because in Korea, if you are like a Korean business and you cater towards Korean customers, like Korean customers are so savage. Like, if your business is not doing a good job, if your doctors are not doing a good job, your nurses are rude, like whatever, people will literally flock to the internet and just like write terrible reviews, and your business is absolutely fucked, because there are like a billion other skincare clinics in Korea. Like, you are just one of like many in Korea in terms of like skin clinics that cater to Korean clinics. So they need to do a really good job of providing top-notch service, of providing competitive prices. So I personally look for Korean clinics because I know that they really need to do a good job. How I kind of feel about the foreigner-friendly clinics, or the ones that cater mainly to foreigners, is that like you're not really going to be able to write necessarily like a bad review where like a lot of people are going to be able to like view it, kind of. So I have heard that they have like kind of bad service, or it's like kind of like a assembly line that you get your skincare service at, or like they upcharge for prices. So I did like the clinic that I went to, which was Abijou. I think they do provide English services, but honestly, I would have to double check with them. If you are planning to go to Korea and you do want skincare treatments, and it might be difficult, you might have to go to the ones that are a little bit more foreign friendly. But I do know that there are also like translation services that are offered by the Korean government if you are having medical procedures done in Korea. So if you can, I would definitely try to look for the ones that are mainly Korean customer base. Like the Abijou clinic was only Koreans in there, and so I felt much more peace of mind, just because I know that those people like expect top-notch service. And in the foreign friendly ones, like I'm honestly not really sure. So if I do go to another clinic, I'll definitely let you guys know, and I will keep you guys updated on how my skin is looking. But that is the update for now. Matthew and I are now going to go and do a little bit more shopping, or window shopping, not too sure. And I will see you there. Bye. Ooh, one last thing before I go. I think I'm going to bring my Kelly out for the first time today. So I do have to transfer stuff from my Birkin to my Kelly. Again, the Kelly is like significantly, kind of in my opinion, smaller in terms of storage space than my Birkin. So going to have to be a little selective in what I actually end up choosing to bring in here. So let me just open her up. And I think I'll probably not actually put her shoulder strap on, because I do prefer to carry my bag's top handle. So I'm just gonna leave the shoulder strap at home. Number one thing, obviously, if you're shopping in Korea, you must bring your passport. So that's number one. Number two is my wallet. So cute. You can see how off-white the Kelly 25 in Cray is compared to like my actual white Chanel wallet. My trusty tissues and my Chanel lipstick. Hand cream because it is so freaking hot in Korea. My compact, and then also my Celine hair tie in case I want to tie my hair because it gets too hot. Then lastly, my external battery, and also my trusty Osmo Pocket 3. I love the quality on this, but I am still like, I feel way too awkward to film in public, especially just because I want to be respectful of people if they don't want to be filmed. So I've been having a little bit of trouble using this and popping this out all the time. So sorry if the vlog kind of switches from really, really crisp footage, which is from this or this camera, to some not so great footage, which is from my iPhone. But okay, the bag is all packed. I think I'll also, I don't know if I'll throw my Rodeo on, because when it's open like this, the flap kind of sticks out, so the Rodeo will just like, boop, kind of pop out like that. So might not put it on, but we'll see. Okay, time to go shopping. Okay, time to go shopping. This is my outfit of the day. So like I said, my yellow dress is from Reformation. I'm wearing my Chanel earrings with my Van Cleef guilloche, and I'm loving the outfit. Of course, the ring looks so good with the Kelly. I'm honestly in love with this bag, in love with the ring, obviously, and I received so many compliments on it. I cannot be happier. But right now, we're on our way to Cheongdam, specifically the Dosan area that has tons and tons of flagship luxury stores. So I
first obviously checked out the Hermes boutique. I think this is the largest one in Korea. It has so many stories. It was absolutely huge. It had so much stock. They said like no pictures, which I obviously wanted to respect, but they had so many incredible display bags, including the Constance and Kelly Elan, which were so cute. I do have to say though, the overall vibe of the Korean Hermes stores are always kind of weird. They're very serious. No one's really smiling or laughing, so it's honestly a pretty intimidating experience. But the real reason why I wanted to come here was to go to the Hermes Cafe. So if you do want to come here, I recommend putting your name down first and then going up to shop while you wait, because you will probably have to wait. Sorry if I'm showing my ring too much. The lighting in the cafe was just so good and I honestly can't stop looking at my ring. But I ordered an avocado and then Matthew got a coffee and also a kiwi juice, and then we shared a tiramisu, which was absolutely delicious. I love that they use Hermes tableware. I think it's so adorable and the chocolate on top was so good. But I was talking to another content creator that is really big, and she was telling me a little bit more about the Hermes journey in Korea, saying how it's so competitive, so difficult, and that Hermes bags are considered to be like CEO wife's bags because the pre-spend in Korea can get pretty crazy. And she also told me that Birkins are harder to get than Kellys these days, which in America I feel like it's kind of the opposite, where the Kelly was much harder to get than my Birkin. But I've also read online that in Asia it's very common to just upfront ask your SA, how much pre-spend do I need? What do I need to buy to get X, Y, and Z bag? So I think everybody's experience will be different. You just have to try. I didn't try this time because I'm pretty content with the bags that I have, but Hermes is definitely a fun experience. And then next up, I did want to stop by Sulwhasoo because like I was saying, there were a couple extra items I did want to pick up. I always want to fully stock myself for the year before going back to America, because Sulwhasoo is obviously much more expensive in America. So this Dosan boutique was so cute. They honestly had a lot of displays, so where it talked about the history of Sulwhasoo, the materials and the ingredients that they use, and they also had this really cool thing where they showed the packaging over the years, so how much it's changed over the past like 50-ish years, I think. Super cool and super informative. The second floor is where they had all of the actual products that you could buy. So like I said, they had this new S line that is supposed to be using like red berry ginseng extract or something. They also showed again these beautiful compacts and how they've changed over the years in the packaging. I ended up getting one of their sunscreens, which I've never used before, so I'm super excited to try. And then I also picked up 2 more of their exfoliating facial cleanser that I always use. I swear by that one. I did really want to get one of the S-Line facial moisturizing creams, but I thought I should use the one that I already bought first. So next up, we just walked through Cheongdam a little bit. Korea literally has the best interior and exterior designers because all of these boutiques were so beautiful on the outside and so unique. Next up was Gentle Monster. I tried on literally all of the glasses, so let's go. What do we think? I kind of like them. What do you think? Are they too funky?
I mean, I like sunglasses like this.
I kind of like these, especially the white.
Sure. Good.
Just like hit my eyelashes. These like bump into my eyelashes. I originally wanted these ones. I originally wanted these ones. Ooh. 느낌 있는데?
You look like Britney Spears.
Matthew, maybe I want to be Britney.
She was crashing out.
You like the white ones more?
I feel like you're gonna wear these. I don't think you're gonna wear either very much, but I think you would wear these less.
I agree that the stars are like too much. It's like
I think you'd wear the white one. That looks good too.
these ones match my outfit.
Are they really? I don't think so.
It's so cute.
So it is giving sagikui.
Are these the first ones these are different, right?
I think these are different. The other ones were like more oval. They're like kind of more triangle.
So we think that the white ones, these ones? This one? Are best?
This one has charms too.
Yeah. But Matthew, what do you think about the capybara? Jennie capybara. I look like a intellectual.
I mean,
It's giving me librarian who wants to.
It's the
who wants
girl
to.
in Jujutsu Kaisen that has no powers.
Yeah.
That's what it's giving.
It's giving librarian who wants to start a new chapter of her life. Oh, this one's got a huge little heart dangle on it. What about these? I kind of like the vibe.
It's giving me movie theater 3D glasses ones.
So you don't think I should get any of them?
I think if you're gonna get one, you should get like the white round ones. But
This one? This one in white?
yeah, but I think you should think about it if you're ever gonna actually wear it.
I love these little pearls. So cute.
That is so silly.
Oh my god, the Jentle Monster x Jennie Salon interior is so cute. Those capybaras were so cute, but we also walked up to the other floors which had the regular sunglasses that Jentle Monster usually sells, so it was a pretty large store. I think they had 4 stories in total, and the freakiness of these animatronics never fails to amaze me, but I already have a pair of Jentle Monster sunglasses, so I ultimately decided not to get another one because last year I bought a new pair of Celine sunglasses as well, and I didn't really use them, but I definitely wanted to check out Tamburins, which was on the 4th floor of this boutique. Tamburins is very similar to Diptyque, I would say. They're also owned by Jentle Monster, hence you can see the kind of interior decoration is very reminiscent of Jentle Monster, but they sell things like candles, face wash, hand wash, perfumes, car diffusers, hand creams, and all that good stuff. And so I don't actually own anything from this brand yet, but I did hear really good things about their hand creams, so I definitely wanted to check them out. They had a ton of different scents. My favorite ones, I think, were the pumpkini, and then I forget which other one I got, but I was either interested in getting them for myself or getting them as a gift. Either way, Tamburins is super affordable, so I definitely wanted to get a couple things to try out for myself. And I think that the packaging is so cute. Honestly, if the packaging of a brand is good, I feel like that's what makes it sell. Like, it doesn't even have to be that good, but if you're not sure about what to get, they also have tons of little gift sets that you can just buy. They're really easy to pick up for family and friends. Cute little photo up here, but it was getting so hot just walking around the streets. So we actually decided, like, on our way to the main luxury street that we would stop by the Galleria Plaza, which is another really huge mall in Korea. Honestly, it's not my favorite mall because it mainly has, like, Western brands, but I did pass by a Miu Miu, so you know I had to check it out. I mean, the raffia collection that Miu Miu dropped this year was insane. It is so cute, but honestly, I'm always on the fence about raffia because I just feel like it's such a seasonal bag, so like the cost per wear is pretty low because even if you pull it out every summer, you know, summer only comes for a couple months, or if you're lucky, a couple months a year, so I'm always unsure whether or not I want to actually invest in a raffia bag, but I always love Miu Miu ready to wear, so I was was just digging through the clothes hangers trying to find something that's cute. Honestly, I was just looking for a couple more like summer pieces, so like crop tops, short sleeves, something cooling, not too heavy. They had so many cute things, but they didn't have too many pieces that I was super interested in, and I was specifically interested in looking for this cropped cardigan that I had mentioned in my YouTube video where I talked about what I wanted to buy in Korea and Japan. Unfortunately, they didn't have that one in this particular Miu Miu boutique, but I do have to say I'll find it in a later Miu Miu boutique, so definitely keep watching all my vlogs. I eventually do want to get a pair of Miu Miu shoes. I do think that the block heel of their super classic design with like the pearl detailing looks really comfortable, and of course I do want some of their hair accessories as well, but you know, money is finite, so I have to pick and choose. This is the shoulder pocket bag, and this is the water bag in white. I think this is the absolute cutest bag ever, especially in the mini size as well. I would really love to add it, but onto the ready to wear. They didn't have the specific cardigan that I asked for, so they brought out this alternative instead. It's really cute. It's kind of a polo-ish material in navy with the Miu Miu kind of sailor knit on the back. Super cute. And then I also tried on this really comfortable kind of stretchy knit. Has the Miu Miu towards the neckline, and it's a really pretty beige color with a little bit of lace detailing at the bottom. Matthew was tired of shopping, so we decided to grab a little snack, which was not so little because Matthew ordered too much, but then we quickly had to head over to dinner because we had dinner plans with family. For dinner, we went to this restaurant called Hanmyeok, and it's not really a traditional Korean restaurant, but definitely has a lot of kind of traditional Korean foods. This is a beef stir fry, which was so good, and then I also ordered on the side something called yukhae, which is kind of like sliced raw beef that you mix with eggs, and then the main star of tonight's dish was this beef brisket with egg in the middle. Oh my god, I cannot tell you how good this tasted. You're supposed to kind of grab all the elements like the beef, the egg, the vegetables, and mix it all together. And then of course had to finish my night at Olive Young. I'm going to do a huge unboxing of this later in some future vlogs, so I hope you guys are ready, and thank you so much for watching. I will definitely see you guys in the next one. Bye!